Now that we've got the compounding step, it's time to move on to the polishing step. We're going to take our Maguire's microfiber polishing disc and apply Maguire's M205 to the pad. It seems we're running a bit low, and it doesn't seem to quite want to come out. Well, with that out of the way, my garage floor now soaking wet, it's time to go into my detailing cabinet and grab another product. Unfortunately, I didn't have my gallon of M205 here at the time, so I opted to go with Optimum Hyper Polish. This is more so designed to be used with a rotary polisher, but also does do well with a dual action polisher and microfiber polishing pad. Now, I haven't really used this all that much since I bought it because I really just hate the sprayer. It's supposed to put out a fine mist, and it just never has for me. That's not really a detriment to the product, just a bad nozzle on my bottle. One of the things I do really like about it though, is that you can just spray it directly onto the work surface and then begin polishing it in on medium speed. I want to say I'm running around 4,500 RPM when I am polishing with it on the Ryobi polisher. The only downside to spraying it directly onto the work surface is that it can splatter quite a bit, which can make a mess, but it does clean up easily. One thing that a lot of people do complain about though with Optimum's Hyper Compound and Hyper Polish is that they are very prone to settling and then not being very effective because all of the abrasives are at the bottom and not mixed up. A tip that I was given by an old Optimum rep that I actually used to work with was to put 2 metal nuts in the bottom of the bottle to work as agitators anytime that you have to shake it up to help mix everything more thoroughly. You could probably also use something like glass beads instead of metal, but to each their own. And here we see yet another failure of mine during this detail. My old and worn out microfiber polishing pad was starting to delaminate. Look at it flop around on the surface. That's terrible. If it had flown off, it could have caused severe damage to the paint. Don't be like me. Check your pads prior to using them. Throw them out when they get old and show signs of wear, such as delamination or crumbling, like the compounding disc in part 2. One of the nice things about Optimum's products though is their extensive working time. You can easily do half of a car, providing you're not in the sun, at once before you have to even remove the product, and it still comes off with absolute ease, like butter, just without all the smears. And for those wondering, yes, I am using different cloths between each step. I just have like 6 packages of the Rag Company's cloths, and they only come in 3 colors, black, blue, and gray, so it's not uncommon for me to just use the same color for multiple steps, just by pure accident. What's that? A phone call while recording? Gotta love recruiters. Hey, do you want to work for a company that you already worked for 3 years ago? I always love when they call me and try to be so secretive about who their client is. They always act so surprised when I say, "Oh, you're looking to hire for company X, right?" How'd you know? Well, maybe because they call me every 3 months trying to recruit me for them. I always ask if they reviewed my resume before calling me. This one actually admitted that she had not, and kudos to her for that, as she would have seen that company listed on my resume already and the department they were trying to recruit me for. Now, this video isn't nearly as long as the other two, as the polishing step doesn't take nearly as long for the results that I'm aiming for. With that said, we're still going to have our quiet time with Stream Beats, don't you worry there. The next video will be the final video in this series before doing a much shorter, full video for easier viewing. And that final video will be the ceramic coating for the Miata. Some would say it was a waste to do this, but I beg to differ, since I'm applying it myself and not paying someone to do it. If you made it this far into the video series, drop a comment down in the comment section below and let me know, and I'll personally reply to each message. I appreciate those of you who have stuck through these long videos and those who continue to support me and the channel as we grow. While I'm not a very large channel at all, I am very appreciative of the growth that has occurred and the support that has come from it. I'm looking forward to creating more content for this channel and viewers of it, and I'm always open for suggestions for what you'd like to see. I'm committing myself this year to really focusing on creating more videos and learning some new editing techniques for them as well. I will be resuming streaming on Twitch and YouTube in the near future, as my office is renovated finally, and I have a nice place to be able to stream again, so if anyone ever wants to drop in and chat, that's always an option. And this brings us to the end of part 3, polishing using Optimum's Hyper Polish after my rather old bottle of M205 exploded on me. I hope you guys enjoyed this installment, and if you like the content I'm putting out, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all new content as it comes out. Thanks so much for watching, take care.